like I say, I got a passion for old-time trucks. Until I can't do it anymore, I suppose you'd call it, because there's not many of us left. I'm Crackers, and this is my A984 R700 Mack right behind me just here. Yeah, he was standing with Harold, and he had trucks, well, worked for McMullen's at Orboss down there with a B model Mack and a tanker. He had that, then he got out of that, then he went and drove for Gordon Dell at Sale as a Transtar, in the Transtar with a tank on it. Then he bought his own truck working for Cubico, a cab over 200 Inter. Worked for Cubico Bell Street and run up Melbourne, Sydney, carting Kellogg's cornflakes and Bowater Scott. Then he sold that and bought just Mack B model Macks and stuff like that over the years. He had, what do you have, Road Boss, W model. The last truck he had was a Superliner, working out of Uncle Ben's here in Wodonga to Melbourne every day. And then when he passed on a bit, we kept the truck for a while, kept the job going. And then in between Signwriter, we had our Signwriting business back then and helped out then. And just sort of worked with them. Our business grew, because I just liked the way the trucks were done back in the day when I was a kid. And our business grew and grew, and we opened up a big shed here in Wodonga and got going there with a few staff and stuff like that, and done a lot of trucks around the Riverina and Albury Wodonga, scrolling and painting. Just B model Macks, with the way they were Signwritten. Kingman's at Dandenong, the McGee brothers. They Signwrote the trucks for McMullen's back then, just the way they had the names on the doors. That's where I sort of fell in love with the style of that old time stuff, which I do now with a brush. Yeah, and then when Harold had all these trucks done, they were all pretty much detailed like that with the Signwriting, back to that old style era. And every truck right up till the Superliner, I scrolled the Super, I've done all these trucks for him. And the Superliner was all scrolled up $1 million, was the last one he had, yeah. Anything you could Signwrite on when I was only young, you picked up a brush, and it didn't matter what it was, the shed door or whatever, you just, got better and better and just thought, you were a shit hot Signwriter back in the day. And then I worked with a bloke in Albury for a little while. He was doing trucks. I sort of took over from him. He gave me his business as far as the truck panels and all them old time people that he had clients. And that's how I sort of got onto it. And then I worked for another bloke in Wodonga, Gary Knight, doing the Signwriting side, just refurbed that, I suppose you'd call it, self-taught. And then that's when I went out on my own in '78. Started doing Lewingtons and all them big crowds around here, and yeah, that's how I sort of kicked off from that background of the Signwriter. He got me up that far, yeah. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I had a yellow B model Mack, which I done up. Went in around other shed there in 2000 and, oh shit, no, 97, 98 it was. I'd done that, I had that for a while, written in the truck circuit and sold it to Peter Champion. It's in his Mack Museum at Yeppoon, up near Rockhampton. Then I'd done a nice single drive DCF Transstar, nice green one, single drive, done that up. Went around the truck circuit, scrolled her up, looked $1 million, and then sold that. Then I bought a S2 Kenworth with a 903 in it, burgundy and silver, same colour as this one behind me, the Mack. That was probably, had that for about 12, 14 years. And I sold that to a fella at Marion near Mackay. And I went across to Tassie and bought this Mack here when it was silver. And we sort of stripped it a bit. It was in good nick. All the interior was there. It was all great truck. Paint was knackered. So we decided to give her a paint job the same as a Kenworth. It took us probably 6 months over every weekend, get it the same, and then probably only had it finished probably the last 4 or 5 months. Put it out in the truck circuit like we do now, yeah. All scrolled up there. That was just, and like I say, that orange one behind me, Macks there, the W model, I'd done that when it was due in 1982, 83. Mark got it all done up and brought it back here and we refurbed it exactly the way I'd done it back in 83, lined and scrolled it, a bit of a buzz for that. Yeah, so that's a bit of a history there with the old time trucks, I suppose. And I get around the circuit a bit doing old time trucks. I went to Myrtleford last week, and done a Layla Casada for a fella up there. Only 54 coming to Australia, 12 left. He's got one of them brand new. When he bought, lost touch, got it back, refurbed it. I've got a truck in the shed here now for a fella in Melbourne. I'm doing an Atkinson. So yeah, I've got plenty of old time trucks to do, like I normal, well, that's what I like to do, you know, old times. New ones, they're okay, but I get more of a buzz out of doing the old stuff because you let your hair down, I suppose you call it, and just, you know what you're doing, just get into it. Sort of an idea. Keep it back to that era as far as names and lines and scrolls are concerned. Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, well, when we got it was, I took the young bloke over, young grandson over to Tassie and bought it. It was just silver then, it was pretty ordinary, but it was a nice truck inside. It's got a 350 Mack motor in it with a 12-speed box on camelback suspension. So then we brought it home here and had the bones of a good truck. So we decided, I run it for probably 12 months when it was silver, but the paint was rooted. So we decided to, we didn't know whether to paint it the same colour as we Transstar or we had sort of threw some ideas. I thought, well, bugger it, we'll strip it down and we'll paint the same colour as my S2 Kenworth. It always looked nice, so this one will be the same. And yeah, we just took the bonnet off it and all that sort of stuff and just painted the chassis because it was a shitty red. So we've done a carnation red style and just got into it and then just put another exhaust pipe on it, another air cleaner on it, put chrome rims on it, put a nice bull bar on off my mate Jack in Queensland, sold me the bull bar. I just cosmetically done it up the way, put plastic mud guards on, painted them the same as the truck. Got me Cortina hubcaps on it, just nice detailed touch, I suppose you call it, and line and scroll it with the nice names on the doors. Yeah, so that's the way it sort of turned out nicely at the end. Yeah, turned out better than I thought, to be honest. Yeah, we knew it was going to be nice, but just had that bit of edge on it. You know, the way we finished it off. Yeah, it was good. And the interior, it's got like superliner interior in grey, beautiful interior. And that was all original. It was all put in before I got the truck. The only reason the fella sold it because he built a new home and he had to get rid of it. His wife didn't want it to come to the new house, so pretty much how I got on through that Gumtree stuff. Yeah, it was good. Worked out nicely. Yeah. So hence that's where we are today. Yeah. Oh, we'll keep the Mack. It won't go anywhere. It'll be the last one now because I'm just sort of not a young bloke. The scrolling, I'll just keep scrolling trucks there till the cows come home. Yeah. Yeah, just because, like I say, I got a passion for old-time trucks. Until I can't do it anymore, I suppose you call it, because not many of us left. That's another reason why I just keep chipping away, because there's just not many of us left to do it. And, you know, I get around a fair bit, you know. I went up to Frank Pace's there about a month, 6 weeks ago, probably a bit longer, and spent 3 weeks up there with Frank doing his internationals, his International Museum, up there with him. I was in America in 2016 scrolling trucks at the National Truck Convention in Salem in Oregon. That was a buzz. I spent 4 days there. We all went over there. Got the invite from American Truck Society to come over. That was good. Yeah, show them how we scroll trucks in Australia. Yeah, that was great. They're beautiful people. They're the best. They really were. Yeah, so that's how it all unfolds there.